Drop your city and your local time in the comments, because what's about to happen could unfold on any city street. Anytime this is New York, where everyone's got a story, and sometimes, just sometimes, a 10-year-old might shake the world. Jamal Washington stands barefoot on a Fifth Avenue marble floor, so clean you could eat off it half. No one's offering him lunch. Not with 20 cents in his palm and hope in his eyes. The manager eyes him with that look reserved for lost dogs and misplaced shopping carts. 20 cents isn't enough. Not even for a stick of gum, she says, her voice cold enough to curdle milk. But Jamal's voice doesn't crack. It's steady, desperate, pleading for powdered milk for his baby sister back home. Right then, the automatic door swishes open and in glides Theodore Blackstone. Billionaire, real estate king, shoes shiny as his reputation, which is to say, dazzling from a distance, sharp up close. He's here for water, not drama, but fate. As everyone knows, loves a show. Jamal looks up at him, voice trembling with a kind of old-soul dignity. Sir, please, I swear I'll pay you back when I grow up. A hush falls over the store. Customers sneak out their phones. Theodore looks down. Amused, this is the kind of story he'll retell for laughs over dinner. You know who I am? Boy, I build skyscrapers. I don't do charity for beggars. The crowd waits, breath held, like a chess match where nobody's sure who moved first. Jamal straightens, refusing to flinch, and when he quietly says, "You'll remember this day for the rest of your life," the room vibrates with a strange electricity. Security moves in. The manager smirks. But Jamal, still holding his 20 cents, stands his ground. It's a moment historians still argue about. Was it courage? Was it innocence? Or just a kid with nothing left to lose? The world outside is just as unforgiving, but at least the sidewalk doesn't sneer. As Jamal is hustled out, a woman by the coffee counter, Margaret Patterson, legendary journalist with more exposés under her belt than most people have birthdays, stops him. She's seen cruelty before, but this is something else. She slips him $50, asks his name, and behind her, reporters calm. You can see the gears turning. Historians still argue whether this was the city's soft spot showing or just one woman's stand against another day of injustice. Back in the Bronx, Jamal's home is a tiny apartment strung together with hope and exhaustion. His mother, Kesha, juggles 3 jobs, dreams, and the impossible math of rent versus groceries. She hugs Jamal tighter than usual that night. When he tells her what happened, she listens, heart breaking and swelling all at once. You're gifted, she says. Turns out, Margaret's already called about a tutoring program. For the first time, Jamal wonders if being different is something to nurture, not hide. From that day, the library becomes Jamal's new home. He reads about how the powerful fall, scribbles notes in a battered notebook he names Project Justice. There are stories in there of men who thought they were untouchable until someone much smaller pulled the right thread. Margaret visits, brings books, listens to his plans. She leans in one afternoon, voice low, ego, money, reputation take down one. The rest will follow. Jamal isn't thinking revenge. He's thinking about rewriting the rules. He studies, grows sharper, keeps the promise alive. And through it all, the city spins rich men toast. Kids hustle. And somewhere, the balance begins to shift. 15 years later, New York is still noisy, impatient, but some things change. The Blackstone building buzzes with rumors, the old lion. Theodore, now grayer and far less sure, paces his office, glancing nervously at headlines about federal investigations and vanished fortunes. Historians still argue whether his empire fell by fate or his own hand. But today, the knock at the door is not imaginary. The FBI marches in, files and warrants at the ready, and behind them, in a crisp suit and with a gaze Theodore cannot mistake, stands Jamal Washington. No words, wasted. Jamal lays out evidence. Voice calm as rain. Audio recordings. Banking trails. Years of arrogance unraveling in seconds. Theodore blusters. Threatens. Pleads. But Jamal stands steady. You always wanted to teach me my place. He says softly, but the place I built was justice for my family and 1,000 others. As the billionaire is led away in cuffs, reporters crowd the marble lobby, and the city's heart skips a beat. The Social Justice Center soon replaces Blackstone's name, offering legal aid and hope where there was once only power. Jamal looks out over Manhattan, remembering his promise, the 20 cents. The day he was told dignity had a price. He sees his mother, now hospital director, his sister thriving. The city breathes easier, the scales tipping. As for Theodore, he wakes each morning in a cell, a name no longer feared, but footnoted, a cautionary tale in orange scrubs. Jamal, when asked about revenge, just smiles. Justice doesn't keep score. It builds futures. The city dims, windows flickering on like tiny promises kept. Jamal stands in the gentle hush of his office, feeling the pulse of all the lives changed by one child's vow. It's quiet now, just the hush of hope, the long breath of justice, the world made new by a promise. Payback in full. So wherever you are, let this story wrap around you. Rest easy, knowing dignity endures. And sometimes, the smallest voice grows into the sound that changes everything.